the in, and we're going through the preparation for our second commission run. And this will probably be our last monthly commission run. And then what I hear the guys wanting to do is pay every other week, and then try that for for a month, and then go to weekly pay. I'm pushing them to go to daily pay. So we're gonna, the professor is in Scottsdale, Arizona, and Michael's going to go through a lot of information that isn't particularly exciting, but it's necessary, right? And it's very, very necessary if you're going to get paid. So if you want to get paid, then pay attention and get everything done that needs to be done. So Michael, take it away, buddy.
All right. Hey, thanks, Chuck. And here, let me just fix this real quick so I have some room on my screen. So I'm going to start off talking about setting up your Helium wallet. As Chuck said, if you don't have your Helium wallet address, when the commission run happens, you won't lose the Helium that you would have gotten, but you'll have to wait to the next round. So, and there's a bunch of people that have already had that happen the first round. So I'm going to go over how to set up your Helium wallet. Now, if you're got an iPad, an iPhone, you go to the Apple Store. If you got an Android, you go to the Google Play Store. I happen to have an Android, so those are the screenshots I'm going to show you. But it's going to be very similar if you're doing it with the Helium app from the Apple Store. So basically on the Google Play Store, you go in, you search for Helium Hotspot. Now there's several different apps that have the word Helium in it. So make sure it's got that logo that you see here. Then you know you got the right app. I think some of them are maybe a dating app or something like that. You're not going to get quite the same results. So you go ahead and you click on that. You're going to go ahead and install the app. Then after it installs, you open it up. And then the first thing it's going to ask you to do is create an account. Now, if you look below that, it says import existing account. And if you lose your phone or you're setting up your wallet on another phone, you'll import the account that you did. But right now, let's just start from scratch. So we're going to click create an account. And when it does that, it's going to say, click here to generate 12 words, or it just says generate my 12 words. Now, it's really important that you write these words down in the order that they're given to you, and then you'll be tested on it. So it'll give you the word one at a time, and then you just, scroll over to the next word. So in this case, the first word is drop, and you go through 12 words where you're writing these down, number one, drop, etc. You get to the last one. This would be 12 is abandon. And then after you do the 12th word, it allows you to click on where it says, I have written these down. Okay, very important to write them down and to never give them to anybody else, because if you do, they can recreate your Helium wallet on their device and use it just like you are, like transfer your Helium to their account to the cryptocurrency exchange. So you never want to give those words out. So after you click on I have written those down, it's going to actually test you on 3 of those words. It'll say, in this case, number 3, and it'll give you a list of words, and you got to choose what word was number 3 on your list. You click on it, and then it'll give you number 7 in this case. You click on the word that's on your list at number 7, do the same thing for number 9. You click on that word, and then at the end, it's going to ask you to set up a PIN code. It's a 6-digit PIN code, 6 numbers. You're going to set that up. It's going to bring it up again to ask you to repeat it, to confirm it. And then once you do that, you're basically done. It's going to come up with this screen to set up a hotspot. If you don't have your hotspot yet to set up, then you're pretty much done on the situation. But now you want to take a look at your Helium wallet. And if you look at the bottom, there's these different icons. The one we're on right now for set up a hotspot is this icon. It looks like an old Helium unit. So you're going to click here on the bottom where it's got these 2 arrows pointing to each other. That's for basically receive and send. You click on that and it opens up your Helium wallet. The green one facing the individual is to receive helium. You don't click it up there, you click it down here. And when you click on that, it will then bring up your helium address. It'll give you the QR code, and below that, you got all these different alphanumeric characters. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click share. This is a great thing to do. When you click share, it'll give you the options where to share it to. We recommend sharing it to like an email, because that way you can easily find it and use it again and copy and paste it, or you can just copy it and then paste it right into your back office. I'm going to show you how to do that. So in my case, I wanted to send it to my email. It's your receive address. So if anybody else gets that address, the only thing they could do is send you helium, which, hey, if they want to do that, all power to them. So when you click on this, it's going to ask for your PIN number just to approve that you want to share that address. You put that in, and then it'll send it to your email. In this case, I know it's hard to read, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just copying that address, and now I'm going to paste it into my back office. So at this point, you want to go to your back office. You log into my.ihub.global to get into your back office. This is just a test account that I made up a fictitious person, Sam Tester, for doing this. But the way you do it is you go ahead and you click on Commission Back Office there at the bottom. And when you do this, it will bring you to a screen. Now, if this is the first time you're going to your Commission Back Office, it's going to give you a temporary password that you're going to want to copy that password and then paste it into the password field. It's already populated the username. And this, when you click on login, will take you over to your Commission Back Office. Now, somebody was asking me today, they said, well, I went ahead and when I got over to the back office, I set up a new password. When I got to my commission office, I set up a new password. But when I go back in the original office and click here to get there, it's still showing the temporary password there. Well, that's true. That's why it's temporary. That was just there to get you to the point where you could set up your own password. And this time, you'll just want to put your new password you created into this field rather than the temporary one, and it'll take you over to your back office. So this is what it looks like when you get over there. And again, the purpose of what we're doing here is we want to copy that Helium wallet address and put it in our back office so that iHub knows where to send the Helium if you're due to get any on this next commission run or the previous one. So the first thing you do is you click commissions. And then when you do that, it's going to open up a couple of things underneath of it, and you're going to go ahead and click e-wallet. You click e-wallet, and then it's going to take you to a page where you'll be able to put in your Helium wallet address. Now, I already pasted one in there, but that's where you're going to paste it. And what you're going to want to do is go back to that email address and take a very serious look at that address. Pay attention to the first three characters and the last three characters so that when you paste it, you know that you pasted it completely. You didn't miss a character. In this case, the first three characters is 13 capital N. The last three is 5 lowercase hm. So you go back to your wallet and you make sure you know what those 6 characters are. Then all the ones in between are going to be correct. You paste it in there, you check it, and you want to make sure you confirm it. It says to confirm that my commission should be paid in HNT and sent to the address provided, and confirm the address provided above is a valid and correct HNT address. So before you click those things, go back and take a look at your email address, go back to your wallet if you want to, make sure you look at the first 3 and the last 3, that you got it right, that you pasted that in, and then you go ahead and click Save Changes, and basically you're done at that point. That's gonna essentially get your wallet in there, and you'll be in good shape when it comes to iHub sending you commission tokens into your account. Now, the next thing I want to cover is very important, especially right now, because we are rapidly getting to the end of the month, and people have been getting units for the last couple of weeks. And we want to make sure that the helium that their units has been generated, they're able to receive commissions on. And so they need to go and validate their units. I'm going to just share my screen again here. And I got to find the right screen. Let's see. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead. Oh, you know what? John set something up for me. I'm going to share a different screen so that I can take advantage of what John set up for me to show you. I'm sorry, 1 second here. Let me just bring up the right one. Oh, 1 sec. I just got to make sure I got it. Now I can share it. And okay, so this is in my back office. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to number 3, where it says validate new hotspot. Now, this is critically important. If you click on it, if you got a hotspot that is essentially been programmed, so it's got a name. You may not have even received it yet, but certainly if you have received it, you'll see it here. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click update. And the purpose of this is to approve that this is connected to the right owner. And if it's connected to a host, that's connected to the right host. Once you do this process, it's not something you can easily reverse. So you want to make sure that you do it correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and this is correct. This is my unit. I want to keep it as my unit. It's not assigned to a host, but if I did have an affiliate that I wanted to have it set up as a host, I would click this down arrow. If I had an affiliate that I wanted to transfer this as one of a unit that I'm giving to them, let's say I bought 6 units. I've got somebody that wants to be an affiliate. I give them my unit so they have it right away. I could transfer it to them. And once I transfer it, it'll no longer show up in my back office. It'll now be in their back office. So in this case, I'm leaving it the same. You got to click approve, and then you click here to save changes. I'll do that in a second, but I want you to understand that until you do this, it is not available to be part of the commission calculation. Only once you click here and save those changes after you approve that, will it then move over into the hotspots that are being used to generate the commission run. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. And now I don't see any other units there. And now that unit is going to be part of the next commission run so that I'll be able to earn 50% of whatever that unit generated as it's my unit. So basically, that's what I wanted to share with you right now. Chuck, I'm not sure what else you want to cover, but I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen because that was like the key stuff. Do we have any questions just on this? No other subject right now. If you got your hand up and you want to ask about something else, go ahead and lower it. But I want to make sure that everybody has got total clarity on those 2 things: how to set up your Helium wallet, how to get that Helium wallet pasted into your back office, and how to validate any units that need to be validated. So, Whale, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question, we'd appreciate it.
All right, how you doing, guys? I just noticed on the validation page, so let's say I own 6 of them, and some of them are going to homes that are going to be taking 10%. Now, that person's, let's assume that they want their H&T and H&T, right? So yes. Where is that address going? So right now, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to put them into the system as an affiliate. As we develop our host login process, people will be able to register as a host separate as an affiliate. But right now, if you got somebody that's a host, go ahead and put them in as an affiliate so that when you go to that screen, and let me go ahead and just share that one more time. Well, actually, I've got nothing to You would
share.
just pick him as one of the affiliates on the second box, basically.
That's right. On that second box, when you click that down arrow, it'll bring in all your personally enrolled affiliates. You pick the right one that's the host. you approve that, and then they'll be getting the 10% of the helium. But guess what? You got to get them to set up their helium wallet, or you can help them do it.
Yeah,
and
that's
that into their back office so that they can receive that 10%.
all right. Yeah, that's can easily be done. I can handle that part. I do, however, have another question, but
Okay.
this is regarding the shipment, because today I received an email and it kind of confused me, because the email basically says, or from what I understood from it, is that the pigs, the 6-packs, are not shipped out or not going to be shipped out. So I'm curious, how far does that go back? Because I made an order, let's say in at the end of April. So
Well, did you order that with iHub, or did you order that with, well, if it was a 6-pack, it was iHub. So we haven't received that purchase order yet to be able to ship anything yet for those 6-packs. So yes, so those would not, I mean, I'm not sure what the email said, but in any case, I guess we can address that afterwards, but right now I want to stay on point. So right now I only want to answer questions related to the Helium wallet and the validation. And then when we're done with this section, we'll go to the next one and do more questions. Okay.
You want it simple?
Okay, so 777, you got your hand up if you
Hey,
want to unmute yourself.
It's Michael in DC.
Michael?
Quick question. Is there a desktop web app, or do we have to manage the Helium wallet just on an iPhone?
As far as I know, it's only an iPhone or Android app.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Dr. K, you're next.
Thank you, Michael. Great training. A little bit too fast for me. Are we getting this recorded? Because I like to
Absolutely.
stop and go and follow your steps. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's the whole idea. Now that you got it recorded, you can go back and play it, rewind it, whatever you need to get it right.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Okay,
Hey, Michael.
Howie.
Oh, it's not me yet?
Hear me?
Yeah, Howie first.
Okay.
Michael, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for the training today, Michael. Anyways, I'm actually have the 2 hotspot right now, and for the last 30 days, it generates for like about 150 helium coins, and I'm actually trying to figure out a way to transfer the coins from the iHub to the helium. So
Well,
but
what do you mean transferring from iHub to Helium? I mean, it'll be iHub transferring them to your Helium wallet.
right, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh no, you don't do that. iHub will do that.
Oh, iHub do it. So right now I can't do it yet, right?
Yeah,
Can we
what happens is where those Helium tokens are in the iHub wallet right now. And then after we do the determination of the, who gets what, then it'll get distributed. The 50% would go to your wallet, the 10% to your referrer, or the 10% to your host will go to them, and so forth and so on. And so as Chuck was saying, this hopefully will be the last time. This is a monthly process, and then it'll be bi-monthly and then weekly and so on. But yeah, so it starts off at iHub so they can do the calculations and then distribute it according to the commission module. Okay.
Well, as far as right now that we can't, iHub can't do it yet, right? That's what
No,
you're saying.
we've already done it. We did it for April already at the beginning of May, and now we're going to be closing out May. That's why we're so focused on having people make sure they have their wallets in their back office and their units validated so that they can be participating in this May commission run that we'll be doing the first week of June.
Right. So I have like about 75 heliums in the iHub right now, and I'm trying to look into the helium apps, but I don't really see on there. So
yeah, but you will once we do the distribution, probably like I say, the 5th or somewhere around June, it will appear in your Helium wallet, whatever wallet address you use, whether it's the Helium wallet, or if you copy and pasted a Helium address from, say, a Binance.us or an Uphold account, whatever Helium address you put in the back office is where those coins will be transferred to.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, Michael.
Oh, and you're welcome, Howie. Go ahead, Mark, unmute yourself. You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah, I have over 20 units out there and I bought them before there was an iHub. So I had to make arrangements and promises to my hosts to pay them, before I knew how much iHub was going to take out. Now, I haven't got any coded bonus yet, and I'm under the concern that, is it true that if these people that are my hosts don't ever get around to putting their wallet into the system, that I'm not going to qualify to have them as an affiliate or get to qualify for my coded bonus until they do that?
No, but I'm a little confused. You're saying that you've got units that you got from the regular Helium community?
No, I bought 20 units through CalChip that got converted over to iChip when iHub, when there was
okay. So they're iHub program units,
and they're all hosted and they're all functioning. They're all paying Helium tokens. I've been paying my hosts, and fortunately, I got a little bit of a payout from iHub, but I haven't got anything on coded bonus. And I was told that I don't really have any affiliates until they register and put their wallet in. Is that true?
well, it's not the wallet that triggers it. It's them becoming an affiliate and having a unit that's lit up. As soon as the unit is lit up in an affiliate, it will take up one of those slots in, the pro team, bronze team, et cetera.
Okay, well,
So,
that's not working on my back office. I've had people sign up, they have the unit in, they've been running for months, and they have
they have to validate it first.
How do they validate it? I thought I validated for.
Well, if you're listed as the owner, then it'll show up in your back office to validate it.
It doesn't show up in
But your situation is really unique. So I would reach out to support and make sure that they get those units in your back office to validate. Because you kind of transfer them over to iHub, it may not have gone through the system where it's in your back office right now. John, I don't know if you're there to comment on this.
Yeah, I'm here. So Mark,
It's actually Byron. I bought this computer from a guy named Mark.
you're Byron.
Yeah. So I was, concerned about getting my coded bonus, and now I find out that technically I don't have any affiliates because they haven't registered their wallets.
No, it's not the wallet that makes them an affiliate. It's registering as an affiliate that makes them affiliate.
How do they register as an affiliate? They've gone to my iHub register site. They've signed up.
Yeah,
and
that's
what else
what
do they have
does
to
it.
do?
No, they don't have to do anything else.
Well, I'm having a lot of trouble with my host trying to sign up.
Yeah, so reach out to John, Byron, because it's an unusual situation, and I'm sure we'll get it taken care of.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Karen, you're up next. If you could unmute yourself.
Hi, Michael. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes.
Hi. So once you get a hotspot and you have to validate it, is it validated then for life? Or do you have to go back in and validate it monthly?
Well, no, you just validate it the first time, because we just want to make sure that when we do the commission run, the owner and the host that it's supposed to be with are correct. Because it's once the Helium goes out, it's not like you can easily say, oh, please send me the Helium back because I sent it to the wrong person, right? So you validate it. And if you change the ownership from you to somebody else, one of your affiliates, now it will show up as their hotspot. And if they want to change the ownership to somebody else, they can do that. But so you no longer have access to the unit once you transfer it.
Okay, perfect. And then
if you transfer it to a host, then you still have total control of the unit.
Got it. And then as soon as one shows up, like how long do we have before we need to validate it so that we can collect commissions off of it? Is there a time period?
Well, you can't collect commissions at all until it's validated. So that's why we're urging everybody that's recently gotten units to validate their units as quickly as possible. So it's part of this commission run for May.
Now,
Perfect.
if you get the unit and you put it online and it's generating HNT,
Mhm.
those will still be accumulating. And then, so if you didn't validate it, let's say for a week, and that thing generated 10 HNT, you're like, oh yeah, I need to validate that. Those 10 HNT that have accumulated will then get paid out once it's been validated based on how you structured it. So it's not
Okay.
like you're losing them. It's just, we want to make sure that you say this is how it's supposed to be. Then we know how to accurately pay out. Because what we don't want to happen is it gets validated incorrectly,
Mhm.
and H&T might be getting paid out improperly, and then we're having to backtrack and clean up. So that's why we have that step in place.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Hey, John, so you heard Byron, you able to reach out to him and help him out?
Yeah, I'll look into Byron's thing.
Okay, thanks. All right, Jason, if you could unmute yourself, it'd be great.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Great.
Yeah, so when I look at my back office, I'm still seeing that my order is ready to be shipped. It just says ready to ship. But
Yeah,
when
they
I
all
go-
say that once it's entered into the Cashfio system.
Correct. But
Well,
so-
actually, maybe it says that once it's got an installation address.
right. But when I go into my iHub hotspots, there's no data available. So is that normal?
Yeah, because the only time you see them in my iHub hotspots is once the unit has been provisioned, which it happens generally just a couple of days before it ships. And at that point, when you go into Cashfio, you'll see the name of the unit and the tracking number as well.
Gotcha. So all the things you're talking about that I should be seeing will happen probably a few days before they actually ship it out.
That's correct. Yeah,
Got it. Thank you, sir.
you're very welcome. Jonah, if you could unmute yourself.
Hello, how you doing today?
Fantastic.
Awesome, great to hear. So I had a question on just where I provision my orders. It's I ordered a couple and I just have the installment address. So does that have to be? I'm from Houston. I'm sending a few to California, and do I have to have the installment address? I'm assuming it would just be the California address then.
That's correct. Wherever the unit is actually going to be deployed is the installation address you want to have. As far as which provisioning link that you click, and let me just share my screen again. When you go here where it says provision your orders, you got two choices: CalChip order provisioning and provision my iHub unit. So if you're in the US or Canada and you ordered as of 4/28, the 6-pack or the individual orders, this is the place that you'll click on to provision the orders. If you click there, it'll bring up the unit. You can click update and put in the information that's there. If you did it through CalChip, and just so that you recognize what that looks like, I'm going to go ahead here for the non-US and Canada, but the screen looks similar. This is where you went to when you ordered from CalChip, looks similar to this in your back office. Then it's in the CalChip system. And when you do that, then you're going to go and click CalChip order provisioning and do it from there. Okay.
Okay, awesome.
And I know that John's also working on putting one location where you'll be able to provision them irregardless of whether it originated from CalChip or iHub, but we'll let people know about that when that's available.
Okay, and then also the ship to name, can it be in my name still?
Yeah, really,
okay.
really the important thing is the address. But the ship to name, I mean, you can ship it to yourself. If you're shipping it to somebody like in California, it's probably a good idea to put the name of the person or your name care of the person, because if UPS has any questions about the shipment, they're going to be wanting to reach out through the email address and the phone number. And if it's your name and they're calling the other number, it could be confusing, right?
What I've done on that case is first name I would put their name and first, last name, and then in the last name, I put my first name, last name. So then it, on the label, it has both names.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can also put a, you know, a C/O of your name, you know, so it'd be going to the person care of the, you know, or putting it to your name and then care of the person that actually lives there.
Okay. And then, so for the install email and phone, I put mine as well. Should I change it
Yes.
to?
No,
Okay.
no, that's fine. That's fine. The main thing on the install is the actual address.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And then one last question, for the HNT wallet, yeah, it seems very easy. So after, you know, you copy that link, send it to the email, and then transfer it back over to the back office. How do you have to make a US Binance to actually like transfer it to a bank account, or what's you cash out from the back office?
Yeah, no. So once you got the Helium tokens in your Helium wallet, and you want to transfer it to cash, then you'll need to have an account at an exchange, or down the road, you'll be able to hook it up to like a debit card where you could transfer the Helium to a debit card and then be able to just use that like you would use any debit card. But basically, I would recommend opening up an account at Binance.us or Uphold. Both of those are US exchanges. It's just like opening up an account at a bank, and then you'll transfer it from your Helium wallet to your Helium wallet at the exchange. And at that point, you could exchange it for whatever you want. You could change it to US dollars. You could change it to cryptocurrency. At Uphold, you can even change it to gold and silver. It's crazy. Uphold's really cool. But you could do whatever you want to once you move the Helium from your wallet, from your phone, to your wallet at the exchange. And then once you exchange it from Helium to whatever you want to exchange it to, then you can move it to your bank account or wherever you want it to go.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you. Really
You're
appreciate
very
that.
welcome. Okay, Richard, unmute.
Thanks, Michael. I've had an iHub miner since March online, and I went to validate new hotspot, and it's blank. It says no data available in table.
Okay, and
it's earning almost daily.
Well, I didn't have to validate the one that I validated today. John put specifically back into the queue so I could do it. Oh no, I did validate it earlier. No, I didn't, John. I think they were self-validated in the first commission run. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones from March, we had one there. We pushed it through, and then that's when we noticed, you know, we had a couple that weren't done right. So to facilitate not having that happen again, we put this process into place to prevent issues going forward.
Yeah, so that's really important that you brought that up, Richard. So anybody that had units that were active, you know, back before the end of April, they don't need to validate them because it's already into the commission queue.
Now, if you go into the commission back office and under resources, there's a My Hotspots. So check to see if it's there. And that's, if it's showing up in there, then it's been already put into the commission back office.
Okay, and if it's not, I'll just put a ticket in then.
Yeah,
yeah, most likely it will be, but yeah, if not, then put a ticket in and those guys will help you.
This last month, I had my wallet address there, but instead of upper and lowercase characters, when it got transferred over to the new back office, it all went to lowercase, and I'm thinking that's the reason I didn't get HNT transferred in April.
Well, what happened, and John can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but when they realized that happened, they deleted all of those addresses that were transferred over that got changed to one case. And if you didn't transfer it again after that, then it wasn't there. That's probably why there were so few people that had wallets.
Yeah, because I didn't find that there was an error till about 3 or 4 days later after you announced that the Helium was transferred. I went and looked and my wallet still said 0. So that's.
Yeah, so that's probably what happened. You agree, John, that that's probably what happened?
I'd have to double check on that one to see what exactly.
Yeah, but I know that I remember just in our conversations, once we realized that the address changed the first time it got changed over, that the cases were set to all one case. Then all that was deleted, and then they imported it again a second time.
Okay.
Richard, are you in Texas or Arizona?
I'm in Texas.
Okay. There's two Richards with the same name. So.
But I know some people, John, that what happened was the wallet may have been transferred, but if they didn't go back there and click those check boxes and save it, it disappeared. I had someone else that's what happened. It was in there correctly, but they never did the check boxes. And then the next time they went back there, it wasn't there anymore.
I like to think I checked all the boxes. I'm pretty savvy in box checking.
But if you did it when it was one case, just realize that that was deleted and then it had to be done again.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Good point. All right. I'll check, and if it's a problem over in the new back office, I'll put in a ticket.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Richard. Okay, next question. Let's see, that would be Kendry.
All right. Good evening. Good job, guys. Thank you so much.
you're
So
welcome.
you said that when we transfer the unit to a host, we lose sight of that unit.
No,
How
you
do
don't. You only lose sight of the unit when you transfer it, when you transfer ownership to another affiliate. When you transfer it to a host, you always will be able to see it in your back office and get back to that same screen.
Okay, so when I transfer it as a ownership, I lose sight of that, right?
Yes.
So I would transfer it to an affiliate of mine, which becomes part of my team when the unit gets connected. And how do we make sure that we get that 10% or 15 or 20 or 25% for those units we transfer ownership of?
Well, we'll have better reports that you can access down the road. I'm so used to looking at it from an admin point of view, Kendry, that I feel a little bit flat-footed on this. John or Chuck, could you comment on what he's able to see as an affiliate in terms of the hotspots of his team? I know you'll see the amounts and maybe the names, but can you comment on that?
So in terms of the hotspots within the groups.
Yeah, in other words, the hotspots on his team when he goes back into the commissions and takes a look at that.
So in the back office on that, let's see, what is it called?
Yeah, I think, let me go ahead and check that as well, and I'll share it if I can.
So the group earnings report. So what that is when you look at one of the individuals, if it has an amount, it doesn't necessarily mean that individual earned that. It could be anywhere within the whole organization below that individual of accumulated HNT that was. So if there's 1,000 people and there's about 50 levels down, someone's earning 200, that's all going to kind of flow up to just show a sum total of that whole group.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to be able to have like the hotspot view that we see for your team down the road as a report we can build down the road. Hey guys, just remember we're still moving over critical functionality, and then we're going to fine tune it. So
no, I understand. It was just a question based on us transferring the ownership of the unit, and then at that point we would lose sight from what you had explained before. I was just wondering, hey, how do we make sure that we get either the coded bonus or the 10% or 15 or whatever once we get to gold, since we don't have view of that, and then that new owner is going to determine who gets paid the 50 and 10. That's all.
To see what you get in terms of your bronze, silver, gold, or matching bonus. In the commission back office, there's a current commissions. And so you'll see what you're earning in each of those buckets as.
Oh yeah, that's true. When you actually get your commission report, when you click on a final report that's been done, Kendry, it will show you the specific units, the names of the units, the people that currently own them, and the amount of the commissions that you're earning from that. Is that
Okay,
correct?
so,
John?
okay, perfect. So it'll keep track of the units that I transfer ownership of. Okay.
Yeah, you'll see it. You'll see it when you look at your commission report.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I hope that's right, John. I do get a little confused looking at it from admin and versus as a regular user sometimes. All right. So we'll be getting better and better reports as we go along as well. So Keith, if you could go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for what you guys have been doing. I ordered, just one unit from CowChip, before that last April run. It says priority 2 on there. I tried to edit to 1 because I didn't know what was going on at the time, but you can't do it. Is that going to make any difference on when they ship out possibly in June?
They're just jamming through the numbers as they have units to provision to go out. I mean, I believe there's even more units that have gone out today, and continuing forward. So they're just going by the order numbers and just working through the numbers. So the lower order numbers get filled before the higher ones.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't think it made a difference. I just figured I'd ask. Thank you.
Oh,
Is there any way, I'm sorry, Mike, that we can send them an email or a message as to what number we're up to or anything like that?
No, I don't know that's so easy to do, because it's been kind of all over the place. They went through a period of time where they were provisioning and sending things out, and it almost seemed totally random for a couple of weeks. I guess there was some glitch or something. It didn't make sense which units got shipped. They higher numbers, lower numbers, they were all over the place until they fixed that. So
because they don't have addresses and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, just pay attention in Caspio. When you'll see it once you start seeing information back there about the address of the unit and that sort of thing, it'll show up, and then the name will show up, and then the tracking number will show up. All right, H, if you want to go, let's see, Tester's there with your hand up. Let's see. All right, good, Tester. Go ahead and unmute yourself. I see you on my screen, but I think there's some people above you. But let's just start with you, if you don't mind. Tester's iPhone, or H, or AGN, one of the three of you, whoever.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Great.
I just have a question about shipping for countries in the Middle East. Is it available? Because I want to buy some bags.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time? Shipping from CowChip, what?
No, shipping to the Middle East countries.
Oh, to the Middle East countries.
Yeah.
That's not available yet. Right now, they're shipping to US, Canada, UK, Ireland, and Europe, and Australia soon. They've been taking orders from Australia, but they haven't started shipping yet. But that's going to be the next place they start shipping. And they've decided to back off a little bit before opening up other areas so that they can catch up on the areas that they already have, as the manufacturers start catching up on dealing with this shortage that's going on. So just be patient, and as soon as that area is available, you'll know for sure. We'll make a big deal out of it.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you're very welcome. AGN, if you could unmute yourself.
Yes, Michael, thank you for doing this tonight. It's excellent. I have a question about the wallet. If I have an account, if I have a wallet set up in my crypto account that takes helium, can I put that in to be paid directly to my Binance account?
That's right. Whatever wallet address you want to receive the helium in, that's the address you want to copy and paste into your back office, and that's where it'll go to.
And we can change it if we create a new wallet.
That's right. Whenever, as long as you change it before the commission run takes place, then you'll be able to, change it as often as you want.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right. Just try Tester again.
Is that me?
That's you.
I didn't
Oh,
understand.
iPhone Steve Sturgeon. All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't. I was looking for my name. I'm brand new. I just signed up last night. My question's really simple. You said something about ordering a 6-pack. Can you order a 6-pack?
Well, as of this week, the answer is no. All you can do is you can put in a pre-order, and you can put in a pre-order for 6 units as long as you've got the addresses for the 6 units. But those will be the first in line from the next purchase order. So go ahead and do that. Start putting it in, but once that's in, then you can be able to convert it to actual orders, and we'll see what happens with those 6-pack options once that goes live again.
Okay, because I got an email. I've been on a dead run here, but I got an email that, if I'm not mistaken, from the company that said you can order 6 if you have 6 different email addresses. Does that sound right?
Yes, as far as being able to pre-order, well, it's not the different email addresses. They want you to put in the installation addresses. Where they're actually going to go to.
Oh, okay. Because like I said, I'm brand new. Just was on the call last night, first time, and
well, welcome aboard.
Well, thanks, and
we appreciate you.
Hey, I'm looking. I've got to. So basically, I got to find out where I'm going to put them first.
Yeah, you can do them sequentially. That you don't have to rush to do it, but the sooner you put it in, they'll be at the top of the list once it gets converted into where you can actually place the order.
So they have to be a physical address of where I am planning on putting them.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, and one other question.
Before you ask that question, let me just make a statement that goes back to the gentleman from the Middle East. Is that you can go ahead and pre-order units, even if we're not shipping in those countries yet. And as we start to develop a large list of addresses that we have available for a country, it'll make it a lot stronger for us to go to CalChip and say, hey, we got X number of addresses ready to go in XYZ country. Let's move that up the list. So you can pre-order, no matter where you are in the world, and it'll go towards, being able to have a little bit more leverage to get that place online later on. I'm sorry, Steve, go ahead and ask your next question.
The next question was about, I know a lot of people put them in the office or something like that. But is there a difference in the exterior units or the interior, or a way to protect them?
Well, the exterior units just have an enclosure on them to keep them from the weather, and you can purchase exterior enclosures even for the interior units if you want to, but that's really the only difference.
Okay. I was just curious. I have a buddy that has a tire that is, I wouldn't climb it. So.
Okay. All right.
I'm in Southern Indiana. So thanks for your answers. Appreciate it.
All right. You're very welcome. Cassandra, if you can unmute yourself.
Hi, thank you.
You're welcome.
My question is, because I have to have an address to install it once I ordered, what if I move out of that address? So I have to move to another address. How do I fix it in the system?
So in the back office, let me go ahead and share that real quick. In the back office, you see here where it says number 4.
Would be great.
You can do a hotspot address change. And I don't have a hotspot in the system that when this is just a test account, but then you would be able to purchase for $25 them to be able to remotely change the address to your new location.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, Tracy, you're on. If you could unmute.
Hi, good evening, and I'm excited. So excited.
Thank you. There's a lot to be excited about.
Oh my God, it's just crazy cool. So I had one question, but the gentleman that was just on made me think of a second question. You talked about the 6-pack. and it made, and I've registered, but there was nowhere to say I want a 6-pack.
Yeah, we were doing that on the last purchase order, but as we used up all the inventory on that purchase
Right.
order, we started just taking pre-orders. for the
Okay,
next-
just
for the
so it's
next
just my address right now for the one hotspot.
Yeah, and then if you've got other ones that for people you're talking to that you consider as a host, then you would put that address in for the pre-order.
Okay, so you have the hotspot and then you have your sweet spot, which is the area that surrounds your hotspot. If
That's right.
if there's somebody that's within my hotspot, what does that actually do or not do for?
You mean in that pink
Yeah,
area where it says
uh-huh.
invalid witness zone?
Yeah.
It means that the units, in order to participate in the proof of coverage between each other, they have to be separated by at least 300 meters. So if there's a unit within that 300 meters, it means that you and it won't be able to, use each other as a witness, but both of them will be able to be used for witnessing units outside of that area.
Outside of the area. So but it doesn't hurt.
It can make an impact, but I'm not totally sure precisely what the outcome of that is. I've seen it in cases where it seemed to, and I've seen it in cases where it didn't seem to make that much of a difference. But the most important thing is that you can't witness each other.
And witnessing is the act of confirming and growing the,
basically every one of these hotspots is on the Helium blockchain, and there's various different interactions that it does over the blockchain. The witnessing is from a unit that's in radio connection proximity with that unit that did something on the blockchain, and it's witnessing that transaction to prove that it physically exists in the area. And that's why it's called proof of coverage.
I see. Okay. All right.
All right. You're welcome.
Peace out for me. Thank you.
Okay. Richard, if you could unmute yourself. You're next. Richard Campbell.
Oh, hello, Mike. Hello, Michael. Thanks for thanks for this training overview. I just signed up about two days ago into iHub Global.
All right, welcome aboard.
Thank you. I just had a quick question, but I'll be quick. I know you mentioned the exchanges like Binance US, but if will crypto.com also work since they offer the Helium wallet there? Would that work from transferring from iHub to crypto.com?
Any exchange that accepts Helium, where you can set up a Helium wallet on that exchange, you can use.
Okay. Just wanted to. Okay, well that was my only question because I'm new to this and I've been doing some crypto on Coinbase and I've been hearing a lot of talk about this. So I'm, and I went to the back office and I ordered I went to the pre-order for the device, and my question is like, it says that my order is in that they'll let me know, or like when will I be able to order a device?
Once we have the next purchase order nailed down, then we'll be able to start applying those pre-orders to the purchase order.
Okay. All right.
All right. Excellent. So Kevin, do you want to unmute yourself? Kevin Jones. Otherwise, Jamie, you're up.
Yes, I'm here. Sorry about that. It's looking for
Kevin.
everybody. Is it possible to have the Helium deposited straight into a cold storage wallet?
Well, cold storage means that it's not on the internet, right? So you could hook it up to the internet, put the wallet address in, and then transfer it, and then take it back off of the internet. But I'm not precise on the cold storage, but it's my understanding that a cold storage wallet is not connected live on the internet. So in order to transfer the HNT from iHub to the wallet address, it has to be live on the internet.
Okay, so I'd have to go through the exchange of transfer it from either Binance or crypto.com.
No, you can transfer it to your Helium wallet on your phone and then move it from there to cold storage.
Okay. And then also, second question, I know we're free to kind of do whatever we want with our Helium. We can hold it or cash it in, but do you guys think it's a good idea to hold Helium on cold storage? Like,
Well, I mean, Chuck's the guy that as he started off, he shared how he had thousands of Bitcoin and thought he made a huge killing when he sold it when Bitcoin was $12. So if you ask him that now, he's going to say, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'd recommend holding as much as you can hold to the future based on the projections of where helium is going.
oh, I meant like how reliable, like, do you guys know from experience how reliable the cold storage technology is, like Trezor and Ledger?
I wasn't aware that there was a cold storage device that actually had a helium wallet in it yet. If there is, that's fantastic news.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I just looked on Ledger. They said that they're compatible with helium wallets. So, I mean, with a helium token. So just checking. Thank you.
That's a great update. I mean, you think about this, folks. It's only been since June that helium has been exchangeable anywhere. And the fact that you got major exchanges like Binance and Uphold and Trezor putting helium wallets onto the coin speaks loudly to how much consideration helium is being given.
Thank you, sir, for your time.
We've got about 5 more minutes or 4 more minutes. You know, we only
So
can hold everybody here for about till 10.
So before we take any other questions, Chuck, is there anything that you want to make sure that you get in before we use up that
Well,
time
you
for
know,
questions?
everybody be around for a brand new event that's going to happen at 2 p.m. Right, John? 2 p.m.
Eastern.
2 p.m. East Coast time tomorrow, and everybody will get an email about that. And it is
In the email that went out today.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It was in the email that went out today, and then you can also, if you go into the back office on the dashboard, there's an orange button that you can register for that.
Okay, so we've added a brand new event, and that's 2 p.m. East Coast time tomorrow. So
it's going to be the Funnel Friday. That's what it's called.
Funnel Friday.
It's
And
going to be Rick Cotton doing
know,
the fun meetings. So.
and I can see Comp Plan Saturday coming up here shortly. I mean, because everybody's got questions on the compensation plan. And hey, guys, I get it. You know, it's not your average, compensation plan. This plan, although it looks very complicated, it is relatively simple. And if you haven't noticed in the back office, the commission back office under resources, there is a little thing there that we call, what did we call it? We called it an income calculator, right? We called it an income calculator, and it allows you to put in some variables, and then it will instantly calculate it based on our commission plan, and it'll give you a number. And I already know that people are going to be freaked out when they start seeing the numbers. Now, you know, I looked at what if helium does what it's projected to be, and I hold what I've already got in my wallet, and all of a sudden it's $800. I mean, I'm going to make up for that. I'm going to make up for selling that Bitcoin at $12. Right? I'm going to definitely make up. In fact, it'll be a big party.
Yeah, so here it is. I'm just sharing the screen. This is under resources calculator, so you can plug in values and see how that would actually work.
Yeah, and play with the thing. I mean, it's amazing, and we're going to add some more depth to it. This was just the first crack at this, and we'll add some more depth to it, so you can put in some more information, and it will in turn spit out some more information.
That's awesome. I'm glad you reminded me. You mentioned it was there, and I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Chuck, you want to finish us off, or you want to take a couple last questions?
Well, go ahead. I mean, I know you love to take questions.
Well, I know people are just loving to get answers. So
I know.
It's
Yeah.
good for everybody, but we'll take a few more before we go. So Jaime, you're unmuted. If you can go ahead and share your question.
Okay, sir. I have a question. I'm in a new area. I'm in South Texas, McAllen area.
Okay.
No hotspots in this area. My question is, how far away do they have to be from each other? I'm planning.
They have to be at least 300 meters or 1,000 feet.
I'm planning to buy external antennas that will cover at least 10, 15 miles. Would that work? Or
Yeah, generally, if you got an external antenna and the terrain is not like, up and down hilly and something like that, then you'll do pretty well.
It's flat.
Yeah, yeah.
But
So yeah, you can do really well with an external antenna.
Yeah, as far as compliances for iHub, it does not matter if I put them in the 10, 15 mile radius.
Well, the further away it is, the more that you'll have to rely on the ability of that antenna connecting with the other unit. The closer they are, the more likely you'll be able to connect. But it's all a matter of height. So having an external antenna, it's actually more important to have that antenna like on the roof of your home, because the height will give you more range than the antenna. So if you have an antenna on the ground, it won't be able to reach as far as an antenna on your roof.
Yes, what I'm planning to do is talk to everybody where I'm going to place them and just put a pole and put up an antenna on each house. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. And essentially, that's what Rick did when he engineered the cluster at Vero Beach.
Another question, and this is one in regards to commissions. Let's say I purchase, I do my 6 orders, and okay, the first one, will the second one be under me or not?
Well, that really depends on what happens with those 6 units. Let's say that you bought 6 units. And you've got one that you're using. Maybe you've got the other 5 units set up with hosts, that you're building there in the area. So those units are still your units, right? You're still earning the 50% on those units. The hosts are earning 10%. If you set those up with affiliates rather than hosts, and transfer those units, then they would be getting the 50% and you'd be getting the 10%.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Michael,
Matthew.
Nadia was jumping up and down trying to get a question answered. So I know it's she wanted to get that answered. So Nadia, go ahead.
Don't you love it when you have a question and you forget what it was?
Right.
Awesome. Well, okay, let me start from the beginning. Maybe I'll remember. I'm an affiliate right now. So there was something I had to ask you about that and I forgot what it was. So maybe you'll have to come back to me. It's not coming back to me. It's awesome.
All right, great. Well, welcome aboard. Okay.
Yeah, I have it. Thank you. I have it set up in my house in my window. Oh God, what was it? I don't know.
All right. Well, next time around, we'll
nice
be
to meet
happy
you
to
guys.
answer.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Oh, I remember what it was. I was going to ask you about the recording. How do we get a hold of the recording for this?
Well, generally the recordings go out afterwards, like tomorrow or the next day in an email. And there's also a link to the showcase for iHub, and it'll be also in the Vimeo showcases for iHub.
Okay, great. Well, this is so exciting. I'm totally new to this. Tony was the one who got me connected with you guys, so I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to learning more about this. It's exciting.
Fantastic. All right, thank you. Okay, a couple last questions. Matthew, if you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Michael. Thank you. I recently placed an order for 6-pack. So what I have all the 6-pack actually coming to my home address. So the shipping address is fine. The challenge I'm facing is I don't have a install address ready yet. Is that
you've got a little bit of time. It's probably going to be at least probably 4 to 6 weeks minimum before you get those. So go ahead and work on getting those addresses and get them put into your provisioning back office so that you're all ready to go by the time the units are ready to start shipping.
Right. My question is that for some reason, let's say I couldn't find that installation address in 6 weeks. Is that going to delay the shipping?
Well, that may be a Rick or John question as to whether or not they want those 6 units all to go out at the same time. I've heard discussion to that effect. The idea is, get a 6-pack, work on getting your installation addresses. They don't all have to be local. They could also be people that you want to send units to host in another area where there's a lot of units in that area. But the idea is to get you focused on getting those addresses set up so that they can all go out together.
Best way I can answer that one is attend the Funnel Friday training tomorrow, and you'll not have a problem finding it.
So basically you're saying that to pay $100 and attend it?
No,
no, it's free.
It's free to attend it.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I have a request. I see a gentleman, Michael Horn. I think he doesn't know how to do like digitally raise a hand, but he was physically raised his hand long time ago. If you could answer his question, that would be great. Thank you.
So Michael, if you can go ahead and unmute yourself, then we'll take your question.
You're welcome, Michael.
Oh, thank you, Matthew. Michael?
Hold on, I got it. My question is simple. The 50% goes to the owner of the can, of the miner. The 10% is paid by the company to the host, or is it out of my 50%?
If they're set up in the system as a host where you go in and put that host field in, then it's coming out of the full amount of the unit. It's not coming out of your 50%.
Okay. My question, if you're a host or an affiliate, both of you need to have a Binance account and an e-wallet account open?
Well, you don't have to have the Binance account. You just need to have a wallet address that we could send the helium to. It could be in your phone. It's just that when you want to exchange it for something besides helium, you'll need to do that somewhere, and that would be like a Binance account or an Uphold or a card.
So my hosts need to open an e-wallet. I needed to have them open an e-wallet.
If they're a formal host where they're in the system and you put them in as a host, in order for them to get their 10%, they have to have a Helium wallet address in there.
Got it. Okay, so I have not told them that. I thought they had to open a Binance account. So
No.
I
mean, they're probably going to want to do that, down the road to convert it, or they may just say, hey, I'll wait until I can transfer it to a debit card. So that's not like they have to do that before anything can happen. As long as they got the HNT address in the back office, then the HNT will be sent to their wallet, and then they're in control of it from that point.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's take one more.
See how to raise my hand? I don't see how to raise my hand, so I'm just talking.
All right, go for it, Donna.
Okay, is there a call, since I'm so new, is there a strategy on where to place your things? A congested place according to the Helium website, or out in the boonies because they're going to grow sometime? What is your advice, or do we have a webinar on that?
Well, we have done trainings on that, John.
Tomorrow training will help with that one.
Thank you. I'll be there.
We're really promoting this Funnel Friday, so all the questions you ever wanted to know.
I know what Rick is, and so anyone that wants to learn how to market, attend that call tomorrow.
All right. Is there anybody else that couldn't figure out how to put their hand up that has a burning question?
Yes, I'm here. Hi. I'm here. Michael, can you hear me?
Okay. I hear somebody. Is this one or?
Thomas Bannister.
Oh, Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, real quick question. To be honest with you, someone invited me to the call. It's not a presentation, but I get the concept, and I just want to ask this question. What interaction do we have to have with the device?
The only interaction you do is initially you set it up and hook it up to your internet through the app that's on your phone, and then tweak it to do the best at the number of helium tokens that can be generated. That may be deciding which window to put it in. It may be deciding to use a more powerful antenna. But once you get that done, it's pretty much set it and forget it from that point forward. It will receive firmware updates directly from Helium. It's not like you have to interact with it at all.
Okay, so I don't have to actually go on and actually use it as an internet source or anything like that?
No, it's not an internet source. I mean, basically, the idea is that it's using your internet to get the encrypted IoT data, which comes over the radio connection to the unit, and then uses your internet kind of as a toll gateway for that data to get to the internet, and you earn from that.
Okay,
I have found it more preferential to pet it a little bit in the morning. I mean, if you pet it, it's like anything. I mean, everything likes to be petted.
I'll have to remember that when it's acting straight.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, everybody, we're way over the hour. So Chuck, if you want to close us out.
Yeah. Hey guys. So Funnel Friday, huh? That's going to be fun. So come on, let's meet at 2 o'clock. Go grab everybody. And I'm sure you're Rick's gonna amaze everybody with his wizardry.
I would suggest bring
he does. So what was that, John?
Bring pen and paper. Get ready to take notes.
Okay.
How long, Debbie? 1 hour or more tomorrow?
I have it scheduled for an hour. So
1 hour? Okay, I was wondering if
lock them down for that.
And so do your validation, get your Helium wallet up there. Don't complicate it. I just use the Helium app to do it. I've got all my Helium on there. If I get hacked, then I guess I lose it all.
Okay. I got everything except my device. I just order it and I put my install address and my home address be okay to shipping address.
Oh yeah.
And I put my install address already today. So that's all I have question. Thank you very much.
I like looking at the numbers, right? So that's
Hey Michael, can I ask you a really quick question since we're still
hey
on
guys,
here?
thanks for joining us here this Thursday evening, and we'll get this recording out to everybody. And if you need us, you probably know how to reach us already. So go ahead. Go ahead.
You're going to send a about the training videos that you have, or is there a website? So somewhere in the website we can see.
It's in the back office under tools and videos.
Tools and training, yeah.
There's a training link in there that has highlighted videos, and then there's a button there to access all the other videos on Vimeo. And so as soon as this video is available, it'll be in the Vimeo section.
Hey, and if we didn't get to your question, you'll be first tomorrow. We'll make sure that you're first. We've looked at everybody.
Sounds good.
We know who you are. So just show
Thank you
up.
for your time. Thank you very much.
You'll be first. All right, guys.
All right. Good
That's
night,
it.
all.
Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, thanks a lot.